Hi there and welcome to episode 36 of our Prison Architect Let's Play series. In the last episode we finished building this classroom and got the 4 psychologists all nicely set up in their offices there. There they are, 1, 2, 3, 4. They all look the same. It'd be nice if they had some different skins for different psychologists. But either way, we have this area all fixed up now, so that's looking great. Our storage is actually empty for the first time in... Why is that teacher sat there doing absolutely nothing? Oh, Did she just disappear? Fair enough, each their own. So yeah, the storage is looking good as well. Kind of tempted to actually reorganise this entire section, but it's working quite well at the moment as is. And so we've got our morgue there all set up. We've got a dead workman there, but I guess he'll get sorted out at some point in the future. Let's start a shakedown since it is the middle of the night. And yeah, I'm not sure what we're going to do this episode. Probably just expand the cell blocks a little bit more, get some more cell blocks in these areas. What's the deployment looking like up here with regards to jobs? Yeah, we've got 20 people working in that laundry and that cleaning cupboard as well, so plenty of jobs all sorted. Are there any new rooms that we need to sort out either? Don't even think so. Maybe think about getting an army or a kennel, something like that, because yeah, we've got quite a lot of prisoners now. We're up to 354. And we're still just sat on the standard guards. So, although maybe we could just do a bit of bureaucracy here and do a taser rollout. So that would give the tasers to all of our regular guards and dog handlers. So that may be quite a good idea. If we have serious fighting in the prison, then tasers would be good for each of our guards. It'll stop them from actually getting hurt in any way. Let's also research dogs and body armour as well. And so in 5 minutes or so we can actually make a start on the taser. We're well into breakfast time now, so everyone's having their nosh, and yeah, everyone's pretty happy with us at the moment. So the last few medium complaint people are becoming satisfied. And yeah, we've still got hours worth of breakfast to do, so it's 9 till, because we shifted the whole time zone on a bit, so it's 9 till 11 now, it's breakfast time, which is better service than you get in most hotels. You know, most hotels, breakfast is something like 6 in the morning till 7 in the morning or something like that. But yeah, our prisoners have got it easy. We really need to see if we can figure out how to get rid of that kind of locked cell door there somehow. If we can edit the game file to get rid of that, because that's just that's a bug that we've lived with for the last 33 or so episodes of this series, and it'd just be good to get rid of that, especially considering we got rid of all this stuff up here somehow. Don't know how, but it disappeared. Power outage in cell block C. Because we've been using the clone tool to actually build all this, we've ended up with dozens of extra lights, so just ordered a new capacitor for it. The power outage in this cell block doesn't really concern that much, because it's not going to hold up any sort of like cooking or anything like that, for example. So we've got to wait until this capacitor arrives, I guess. I don't know where that is. Is that there now? No, he's installing a bed. So where's our capacitor? Is that it? No, he's installing a small pipe. Yeah, we've got various things being installed at the moment because half of this cell block was under construction when we lost our power, so we'll have power again soon. Okay, we've got our new capacitors in place now, so let's switch the power back on. See how much we're actually using. That is using a hell of a lot of power in comparison to the other cell blocks. Why are the... oh, they are now. That's fine. So, because that cell block this cell block here has got 2 less capacitors and it's at half strength. We only need to use half that power station. This one's got 2 extra capacitors, and we're, yeah, nearly at the top. So the lights thing is a bit of an issue when it comes to the clone tool. I guess next time we make a cell block, which is going to be cell block D down here, we best take lights into consideration. Just say, once we've actually laid out the foundations, get rid of all the lights, and then actually individually place a few lights, and then we can actually clone a lot faster, a lot better. But yeah, it's not too bad. It's only an extra couple of grand that we've had to spend on that power station, so I'm sure we'll get over it. Just doing a quick shakedown here at the evening or the night or the morning of day 87. I think it's time we started clamping down on Contraband. So a quick look at Contraband, and yeah, you can get it from the workshops and the kitchen are probably the main issues. Then the psychologists, and they don't really go from. You won't really get any prisoners coming around here, apart from the visitation room. But psychologists generally. So I think what we should do is we can start putting down. Where are they now? The metal detectors. So let's start putting down some metal detectors around and about. So let's put them at the entrances to the. How do these go? All right. Okay. I see. So let's put them at the entrances to the cell blocks and also the entrances to the workshops and also the main building here and the entrances to the canteen as well. So let's get that sorted now. So apparently these metal detectors need some sort of power supply. I guess, yeah, they need a direct power supply. So let's just power these up then. I think what we'll do is we'll use electric cable from each one of the cell blocks to power the cell block ones. And then we can use the main power supply to power all the main building ones. And then we could probably use the workshop power supply to power. Yeah, that's got plenty of power. I don't really want to tap into the kitchen's power supply, although it's not really getting used at the moment. I mean, we've pretty much done all of the power for that, but let's just hook these up like this. And yeah, we'll use the kitchen power supply for these, I think, because it just takes one bit of power supply there, one bit of power supply there. And it's probably going to be similar on this side. Oh no, it's a little bit different on this side. So let's go and extend that over there and extend that over there. Fantastic. All of our lovely little metal detectors are in place now. You can hear the cool little squeaking as prisoners start going through them. And we are finding a fair amount of contraband as well. So we've got patrols. Oh, I'll have a quick look at the patrols here. Where are we now? Deployment. So we've got little patrols, guard patrols, little patrols of 4 blocks wide outside each metal detector pair. And yeah, it's getting sorted out pretty well. I think I'll put another guard on patrol outside these ones because there's 3 there. And yeah, so you can see the little lights going off every time a prisoner goes through them. And every now and again it buzzes and it goes red, and we search prisoners. So this guy here is being searched at the moment, and yeah, I guess they must have found something on him. And we've also gone and looked at the policies page as well to see what actually happens when they found stuff on them. So set this up so that if you find weapons, they're in lockdown for an hour and a half, tools and drugs is just an hour, and then luxuries is just half an hour being locked away back in your cell. Also had a look at these ones as well. None of the search sections were actually ticked here, so we weren't searching anyone if we found if they were, say, attacking another prisoner or we found a weapon on them or anything like that. So ticked all of these boxes now, so if we find, say, a weapon, then they're going to go into their cell for an hour and a half. We're going to search their cell and also search that prisoner. So when it comes to the next shakedown, the idea is we shouldn't actually find all that much, but we'll have to see when the time comes. That's going to be in about 4 or 5 hours. It's eating time now at the end of day 87, so all of the prisoners are filing in quickly into the canteen, and it looks like the alarms, the metal detectors have gone off for a few of them. So we're just searching those prisoners now. You can see the guards are in full swing searching those prisoners, and all the other prisoners are getting food. Rearranged the canteen a little bit to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 more serving tables in here, so that we can have more food on the go ready for when the prisoners want to get fed. But they're not using all of the benches. They tend to eat their food and then stand around in the canteen and wait for their friends to finish eating, which is kind of cool because it means that we don't need as many benches. So I guess what we'll need to do is maybe get rid of a couple of the benches, spread things out a little bit more because everything being close together is a little bit of a pain. And then maybe, I don't know, maybe getting a couple more serving tables. I mean, if we can get rid of, say, this row of benches here down in the bottom right corner, then we can move all the benches over a little bit and maybe get in 2 more sets of serving tables, because that would give us, say, 1, 2, 3 there. It would give us 2 spaces. So we could move the middle one over a bit and move this one over a bit and have a space between each bench. But yeah, we might have to do that. And we could do that. We could get rid of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 tables and get in another 8 serving tables. Yeah, this bugged door is definitely an issue. I don't know how long this guard and this prisoner have been here, but if you look at his needs when it pops up, he needs a hell of a lot. And he's not getting it, so I'm just going to move that guard out of the way. He's probably been there for about a day or two. And he's going to be in such a grumpy mood, and he's seriously in need of sleep and various things. So as soon as he gets to his cell, I wouldn't be surprised if he starts a riot, which wouldn't be good. So what cells are he going to? Is he going to cell block C, I think? Oh, we're auto-saving. So I think considering he's going up this direction, he's going to go, yeah, he's going all the way to cell block C. I think it's A down here, B up here top right, and C top left. So when we get some more cash, which I think it's 40 grand or so that we need before we can build a new cell block, because we're going to build a whole new big cell block there, and it's going to be amazing. Speaking of which, we should probably extend the fences out so that we can actually facilitate that. So let's get some new fences on the go. It's cool. I know it's a bit dark, but you can just about see all of the workmen with their torches shining in front of them, running over to build these fences. This is really cool. I like that. I like that kind of lighting effect. Okay, it's the middle of the night now, day 88, so let's have a shakedown and see if we can actually find anything. That found stuff, 14 spoons, a fork and a drill, was all the stuff that was found throughout the day, so... because I noticed that most people that left, well, anyone that left the kitchen and got stopped by a guard generally had a spoon on them. So, I mean, so far we've done like 20% of this prison and we've not found anything contraband-wise. Oh crap! We found a non. That's serious. That's some serious damage there. But yeah, I mean, we've done about a quarter of the prison now, and we've still not found anything. Still found a none. This is looking really good. Those new metal detectors are really doing a treat. So the shakedown's nearly complete. We found a non, a spoon, some medicine, some cigs, and a mobile phone. That's it. We found like, what's that? 1, 2, 3, 4 things in the entire prison. So 4 pieces of contraband and nothing else. So those metal detectors have really, really worked nicely for us. And we're just trying to search the last 2 places, don't even know where they would be. Oh, there we go, sorted. And we didn't find anything really, so why has that toilet not got plumbing? Let's just have a quick look at the utilities here. Oh look, the small pipe doesn't quite go to that toilet. I feel sorry for whoever's in that cell. Going through and manually selling some of this wood now, because we get over £1 per stack, or £1 per stack in that case. 1.6 grand per stack there, 1 grand there, just another grand there, 1.6 grand there. Yeah, selling some of this so that we can afford to start laying the foundations for our new prison wing. This will be wing ABCD, wing D. Just going to give it another minute or so before we actually lay down the foundations, because obviously breakfast's coming up, and if the ingredients aren't all in the fridges and in the cookers, then they won't get any breakfast, and they will be grumpy prisoners. Grumpy and mates. But we have 56 grand now, which is plenty for us to actually start building the foundations for Block D. Okay, just a few seconds to breakfast time now, so let's go 2 blocks away from there. Drag this out. We've already got most of the wall finished there, so that's going to cost us 38 grand. Shove that in there like that. And then zoom in a little bit and we'll get a nice big double jail door, and I think it goes there, doesn't it? Let's just check with the, yeah, check it marries up with that, and it does, so let's put that there like that. And then we can even put some lights around the jail door as well, because we like lights to be there. And that'll be perfect actually. So that'll take our guys quite a while to actually build, and I'm sure I saw someone, oh there we go. There's the workman dismantling the tree. So yeah, what we could also do with is putting some paving slabs just down the side here, just to finish stuff nicely. I think we want paving stone, don't we? Yes, we do. So let's go and drag that out down there, and then that'll be Block D built in full. There we go. There's all of the workmen getting started. Let's just do a very quick time lapse of this. Well, it looks like they built 99% of it, but they've decided to give up with that one last block to go. Maybe this workman is... Yeah, here he comes. Here he comes to build that one last block. So let's have a quick look at it when it's completed. He's going to leave it now, and then as soon as he leaves it... Oh, even before he leaves it. Look at that. That's beautiful. There goes all my money on lights, which I'm going to very quickly sell. But yeah, there's our new cell block. Cell block D is now completed, ladies and gentlemen. Check out our storage room. Absolutely full of lights and the deliveries. And there's even a truck, 2 trucks full of lights, 3 trucks full of lights. Probably going to be a 4th along shortly. But yeah, I don't think we need that many lights, to be honest, my friends. Oh, a hearse is finally here for this dead workman. He has been dead for a long time and sat in there. I had another couple of doctors as well, by the way, while we're at it, while we're sharing stories. So we now have 5 doctors, I think. I'm sure we have 5. I can only see 4. We do have 5. I'm not sure where the 5th one is. But now we have 50 workmen, 100 guards, 5 doctors, 50 cooks, 15 gardeners, 25 janitors, warden chief, a foreman, 4 psychologists, and an accountant. Not sure why you can only have 1 warden chief and foreman, but you could potentially have more accountants. That's strange. Maybe the accountant does something that I don't know about. I'll have to look about that. So we've made a big error laying out cell block D here. Made the corridor too wide by 1 unit each way, and that means that we can't actually fit 10 cells per row. There we can fit 9.5, so we're going to have to relay these walls in the middle here. We're just laying the pipes at the moment and getting utilities all laid down. I've been manually laying all the lights as well, so that they're easier to clone when it comes to it. But yeah, we're going to have to relay these walls, which is a little bit frustrating, but yeah, we'll be able to do that fairly quickly. Starting to experience some lag now. We are at 394 prisoners out of 480. But cell block D is coming along nicely. We've nearly got the first section. Don't know why I built it so far away. Yeah. So I decided to lay this section out properly. We've got a light in every single one of the cells and a row of lights on the outside of the cells as well, and the ones on the outside coincide with exactly where the power is. So we have a look at the utilities. That's where the power cable is. And oh yes, we need to lay some small pipes as well for each one of these toilets. And yeah, this is coming along quite nicely. I just sat here for the last couple of minutes wondering why none of these things had any water going to them. Because all the pipes are there, but if we follow the pipe trail, there's a block of pipe missing. Just 1 block of pipe missing there. So when that gets laid, we'll actually have another 20 working cells, and in fact we're at 480 now. We may be able to finish off this cell block E grant. So if we just go into rooms, we've already assigned the shower, so let's go cells, assign those. That'll take us up to 490. Just watching it, there we go, 490. And then yeah, that set of cells done. And come on, update. There we go, 500, and we got 20 grand for it. Fantastic. So we now have a capacity of 500. We've still got just under 400 prisoners, but that's going to change in 4 hours 21 minutes. When we get another 20 prisoners in, we'll finally be over the 400 mark. Okay, setting up this clone tool when the lights are in place looks a lot better now. So they're actually placing lights in logical places. So there's 1 in each cell and a line of lights along the middle there, and everything should be placed fairly nicely. We still have storage rooms, 2 storage rooms absolutely full of lights. Look at that, that's ridiculous. And it is holding up our food delivery actually. I hope that this doesn't... that could be a little bit dangerous. Hopefully this won't interrupt any of our food delivery all that much, but it tends to, because all the lights are in storage, it doesn't tend to. The only problem is if we have too many, we've got a tree in that box, a couple of trees in that box, they'll go straight to the deliveries area, but I don't think they'll have that much of an effect on our food, so we should be okay there. Okay, so we're coming to the end of day 90 now, so I'll bring this episode to a close. We are over 400 prisoners, and we have capacity for at least another 100, so it's getting pretty big now, our prisoners. I mean, you know, remember the time when it was just this area here and we were struggling with riots and all sorts, but everything is nice and calm now and everyone's getting along nicely. We've got a lovely cash flow on the go. We could do with building another classroom somewhere and opening up for some more advanced education, but we'll leave that for another time. For now, as ever, I'll say thank you very much for watching. Until next time, bye bye now.